Congratulations are in order for our man, Mr. Ken Pela, the Labour Party gubernatorial candidate for the Delta State elections of March 18. While obedient worldwide, Mr. Ken Pela, obedient in Labour Party's friends and family are celebrating. I think it's good that we set the record straight and we put in the words for clarity purposes. Yes, the Court of Appeal today did give a judgment as regards a particular petition or an appeal of Mr. Ken Pela and Labour Party for the ongoing election petition tribunal for the Delta State election that was held March 18th. For clarity purposes, after the March 18 elections, Mr. Ken Pela as well as Omo Agige, the former Deputy Senate President of the APC, Ken Pela of the Labour Party, went to court, the tribunal now, seeking that the court nullifies the election of now Governor Sheriff Oborevori, right, who INEC declared as the winner of the elections, right? But at about, I think it was July 6th or so, the tribunal did dismiss the petition of the Labour Party and Mr. Ken Pela on technical grounds. They argued that according to paragraph 18, subsection 1 of the 4th schedule, so the Electoral Act of 2022, that the petitioner may not have used the pre-hearing notice, the 7-day window of pre-hearing notice, and a couple of other things. And on technical grounds, that reason, the petition was dismissed. So Mr. Ken Pela went to the Court of Appeal to appeal that dismissal. So in law, it is called interlocutory, right? It doesn't change the substantive petition, but you are saying my case was dismissed for so and so according to the Electoral Act. So Mr. Ken Pela and Labour Party in Delta State went to the Court of Appeal seeking redress, asking that the Court of Appeal again look at this particular situation. And the Court of Appeal this morning gave a judgment that Mr. Ken Pela and the Labour Party of Delta State should go back to the tribunal to hear their case. So it doesn't mean that Governor Sheriff has been removed as governor. Doesn't mean that his certificate of return has been removed. Doesn't mean that the tribunal has nullified the election. It only meant that Ken Pela has been able to secure an interlocutory judgment to having his space back for his petition to be heard at the tribunal. Of course, it's a good step in the right direction. It goes to show the resilience of the Labour Party and the obedient movement worldwide. Of course, the grandfather of them all, Mr. Peter Obi, excitingly has gone through all these phases. Someone that has gone to court and won 3 times. in one of the situations, so that is the, before I go on to Peter Obi, that is the basics of understanding. So don't spread fake news. Obedient are very knowledgeable people. Take our time to read and digest information before you say it out. So Ken Pela has not been declared winner of the election. He hasn't. His petition currently is not being heard because of that what they call defilement of the Electoral Act, so to speak, by not using the 7-day window for his pre-hearing notice. So, of course, legal analysts are also saying that yes, there's a period. We have a couple of days left, according to law, for the petitions at the tribunal to be heard. The tribunal is supposed to be already putting finishing touches to it. But from this, he can also apply for an extension of the time for his petition to be heard. And of course, the law gives permission to that. So good luck to Mr. Ken Pela. We are hoping and praying that he has the evidence worthy enough to challenge it. We actually want a country where, for me, it's about getting a country where the PDP and the APC doesn't think they own this country. A third force is not available. See what Alex Otti is doing in Abia State. Good. We want to have that. Again, Jaro V. Gbadebo Roads Vivo. Get ready, Lagos. It's going to happen. We are trusting. And for Bayelsa, for Kogi, for Imo, for Edo elections that are off calendar, electoral calendar's election, we are trusting the Labour Party will do well in this election. And I'm using this medium to beg Labour Party, wherever you are hearing the sound of my voice, let's give the ticket of our party to credible people with capacity, with character. I'm happy with what Alex Otti is doing in Abia State. If we continue to, the thought was that had come, the only way we can sustain this movement is to give only people with credibility, with character, with capacity, and with competence. Or else, what these guys, the APC and the PDP, will do to us is that you see there's nobody actually different. That's what they are trying to do to the guys who are senators and House of members. When you go there and don't deliver, you are likely going to hear that there's nobody that's actually different. I want to allow you to see this video of Peter Obi. There's a particular situation that happened. People like Rotimi Amici would have had a longer term as governor if they had people like Peter Obi as friends. Peter Obi was removed as governor. Of course, he won the election in 2003 and then gave it to someone else. We are not going to go through that. It's not his time, right? He finally got it back in 2006. While he was governor, INEC conducted another election, and then someone won the election, and then was supposed to be sworn in as governor. But Peter Obi went to court and said the constitution did not say from 2009, from 1999 2003, or from 2003 2007. The constitution say a term of 4 years. It's called double term of 4 years each, right? And then he went to court to interpret the constitution, which of course he's doing now with 25% interpretation, as well as other cases around the presidential election petition tribunal. And the court said yes, it's a 4 years term. So he got back. It have been a man. I like to watch these videos, and trust me, there's hope for this country if only the judiciary sits up and do the right thing at all times. Catch you later.
As you know, I'm one of those strongest beneficiaries of the judiciary. For my strong legal team, for the work of my small legal team led by Dr. Onyechi Bazu, SAN, and let OJ Nadi SAN, I wouldn't be standing here. You know that from my election petition to my impeachment to my tenure interpretation,